Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Magaya Insurance for Beginners webinar. My name is Vanessa Donado. I'm a senior sales associate in Magaya Insurance. I've been working with Magaya for 6+ years, and Alfred Morgado is here with me. He's the insurance sales manager. He will be answering all your questions through our chat. We will be going over today uh, quoting insurance, issuing certificates of insurance, and voiding them. So, going back to our Magaya Explorer, you have to go to Maintenance, Configuration, and select Cargo Insurance. Make sure the cargo insurance is enabled and you have all these checked. Also, I added 110% for the resale markup so that when Magaya quotes, it actually automatically would uh, calculate a resale markup, 110% in resale markup. I added my resale minimum as $60 and I added my insurance provider. So to start quoting, the quoting process should be on the shipment level. If you go to the shipment, to any shipment. You don't have to have the actual shipment to be able to quote. You can quote on any shipment, any existing shipment. You should be able to see the insurance button on the right corner. Right now, there's a lock. The lock is open. You can also access that insurance option through the actions button all the way down to cargo insurance. And you also have the option there. Something to keep in mind, if you have a shipment with houses, you need to stand on the house level to be able to issue a certificate of insurance or to quote. If you have a shipment and you have no houses, you're going to be able to access the insurance as well. So we're going to go to the first option, buy cargo insurance, which is also quoting your insurance. So it would be clicking here and it would take us to a new window. We're going to complete all the blanks. Conditions of insurance, you're going to have three options: American All Risk, American FBA, and American FBA including theft. The second and the third option are limited coverage. It will only cover the cargo if the cargo is total loss. We recommend you to always select American All Risk. Shipment type, in this case, it's an air international shipment. I selected the assured previously, and you can actually change it if the assured is not selected properly. Surveyor would be the company that would go to where the cargo is at destination and would do an inspection if there is a claim. So the surveyor that you should select should be the one that is closest to the city of destination. The surveyor, we recommend to call the surveyor only if the claim is more than $5,000. If it's over 5,000, it's worth calling a surveyor to do an inspection. Commodity type, we're gonna click on the little square and it's gonna give us a list of different types of cargo. If you go over the list and you don't find, in this case, I am trying to quote furniture. I am going to the F, and in the F part, there is no furniture listed. So if you don't find the type of cargo, if you can't find it in the list, you can consider it approved general merchandise. You also see that there's different types of cargo that are not approved. It doesn't mean that we cannot insure. What it means is that we need to apply for a special project, and once the special project is approved, you will get that commodity in this list approved, so it should come up as yes, and you should be able to select it and insure or quote that type of cargo. For the webinar, we're gonna use approved general merchandise since furniture is approved general, and it should be new types of new cargo. Everything that is new and that is not listed on that list, it's considered approved general merchandise. I have my furniture cargo value, $25,000. I already have my freight income filtered from the shipment. Magaya on the right hand side, it is calculating SIF plus 10%. We recommend to insure SIF plus 10, which is cargo value, freight income, insurance plus 10%. You don't have to take what Magaya recommends. You can also insure the cargo value only or the cargo value and the freight income. In this case, we're gonna leave it as it is. We're gonna insure, we're gonna quote SIF plus 10. And right now, Magaya is calculating a premium of $44.07. So it means that to insure 29,379, my premium is going to be, my cost is going to be $44. Magaya also calculates a resale premium. So it is basically trying to recommend you to offer the customer the insurance fee for $92.55. If you come here to the rate, the markup that I added added on the configuration was $110. So it is actually calculating me 92. And this is where you quote. This is exactly the quoting part. That's when you go back to your customer. You quote the customer. Let's say you're going to charge $100 for the insurance fee, and your customer agrees. It approves to get that coverage. You should go back to the same window and complete the blanks. In this case, description of goods, I already have it there. If not, you can add all description needed. Marks and numbers, it's an optional field, but if you want, you can add any marks that you want. Maybe add an invoice number and number of pieces. Select on the bottom the terms. Click on Save and Next. The next window should give us a summary of what the shipment has and all the information regarding the insurance. Let's see what it's gonna come up. Everything should be in green. If there would be something that I would be missing, it would come up as required in red. So it would allow you to go back and identify what is it that you're missing so that you can actually add it. The first part is actually showing who is doing the quote or who is issuing the certificate in the company and who is the surveyor. The second part of the summary, it's about the shipment. The carrier, it mentions the carrier, time, date, and origin and destination. Third part would be the commodity that we are trying to insure. This is it shows the description, it's the category as well, and the sum insured. On the bottom, the limit of liability, it shows 500,000. We have up until 500,000 to insure through Magaya Explorer. If you want to insure more than 500,000, we need to apply for a special project. Special project needs to be approved, and then afterwards you can actually insure that amount. Anything that goes higher than 500,000. On the bottom, it confirms the cost, which is $44. We're gonna click on send. It's gonna ask for the password, which is the Magaya password. Once we click OK, it should take us back to the shipment. On the shipment, you're going to see on the bottom right, the insurance button, it's locked. So you have the lock closed. And if you go to the charges button, the charges tab, you'll see the cost, which is the $44 that we've seen before, and the insurance fee that Magaya recommended us to offer the customer. Let's say I offered my customer 100. So I can change it manually so that when I do the liquidation, I can invoice my customer correctly. If we go to the attachment tab, you'll see the PDF generated automatically. And let's open it so that you see the certificate. This is the actual certificate that you can send your customer as proof that the cargo has been insured. It shows only the sum insured. It is not going to show the premium, the cost, or it's not going to show the insurance fee. If you need to show the insurance fee, you can actually add it here on Marks and Numbers, where we added the invoice and the pieces. you can add the insurance fee if you need to add that. Second page of the certificate would be the conditions. It would show you the conditions. In this case, it's all risk, and if you have any exclusions, it should show on this part of the certificate. Any exclusions or deductibles should be seen here. In this case, we don't have any deductible or exclusions. The last page is the instructions to do claims. The first thing you're gonna do if you have a claim is you call us. You call Magaya Insurance. You can call me or any of our sales rep, and we can help you file the claim. We're gonna ask you for all documents that are mentioned on point number 4, which is the invoice, packing list. It would be the certificate the certificate that you issued for that shipment, the airway bill or the bill of lading, delivery receipt, the surveyor. If there's a surveyor should send a report, and 2 more documents, which it would be a letter, which is this one, letter to the carrier, against the carrier, notifying the carrier that you're actually going to we're going to file a claim. And we also need a statement of the claim, which is a letter. It's a letter describing what happened to the cargo. Heading back to Magaya, that's how we quote. That's how we issue a certificate. If you go back to the insurance button, you're gonna see that there's other options. There's the void and apply for a special project. Void, you can actually void the certificate that we just did. You can, if it's an air shipment, you can void it within 24 hours. If it's an ocean shipment, you can void it in 3 days. You only have 3 days to void. The only reason you should void is because you underinsure the cargo or overinsure the cargo. If you need to do any other change on the certificate, you don't need to void. You can actually request the change to us, and we will be able to do any updates on the certificate. So let's void. We're going to click on the void cargo insurance. It's gonna ask us if we want to void the password, and it should delete the attachment. It should delete the charges, and it opens the lock on the insurance button. If we go back to that same insurance button, the third option is the special project. If we apply for a special project, it would be because we're going over the limit. For example, approved general merchandise, the limit on that would be 500,000. If we need to insure or quote something that is worth more than 500,000, we need to apply for a special project. Another reason that we would apply for a special project would be unapproved countries. If you're bringing the cargo from an approved country or it's heading to an unapproved country, it also needs a special project to be approved. Special projects, we just need to fill in the blanks, and we're gonna add the assured cargo description. Let's say this is furniture as well. Furniture. You add the cargo description. Cargo description and cargo short name, it's the same, but cargo description, you have more room to add a description. Cargo short name, maybe a summary of what you added previously. Packaging is very important. If it's an air shipment, make sure you add if it's boxes, pallets. If it's an ocean shipment, make sure that you add if it's containerized or if it's break bulk. In this case, it's an air shipment, and this furniture is actually going in crates. Voyage, you have all the countries listed. If you have a project, you can select several countries at the same time. So I'm gonna select 2 different countries. Amount shipped annually is the amount that you ship in a year of that type of cargo, of the furniture. If you don't know, it's okay, but you need to input something on this field because Magaya needs to have it complete. So let's say I don't know, I'm gonna add number 1. If I would know, let's say during the year, I'm gonna do 800,000. Any other relevant information? No. Save and next. On the top, we make sure that we select the type of shipment. In this case, it's an air shipment. So I'm gonna add for this case, it is going to be actually 600,000. And I am going to select all risk air, which is I need to be quoted all risk. It's what we recommend. You do have other options, but we recommend you to always ask for all risk. If it would be an ocean shipment, you can also apply at the same time. And let's say that I am in the future, I probably gonna be shipping furniture as well, and it's going to be 800 as well. And I would select all risk. If you need to add any additional conditions, you can agree on the terms. The next window is going to give us a summary of what we just input, and we click on send. We type in the password, and it should go directly to the underwriter. At this point, it takes you back to Magaya, but nothing happened in this shipment. You just send, it's like sending an email. So this has been sent to the underwriter. The underwriter should reply back within 24 hours. If you apply in the morning, you should get an answer immediately. If you applied in the afternoon, you should get an answer back the next day in morning hours. But once you're approved, then you receive an email with the approval rate and conditions. And if you want to quote or issue the certificate regarding that quotation or that special project, we're going to go back to step number 1, which is buy cargo insurance. And in this time, we're not going to select approved general merchandise because we're going over the limit. We're going to look for that special project that has been approved by this time. So we're going to go on the bottom where it says show only special projects. In this case, I had applied before for other special projects, but we can pretend this one, machinery, it's the special project that we wanted to select. So I select the special project that has been approved, and I add all all the information, the cargo value, and it works the same. You just calculate, and it will calculate based on that quotation, on that specific type of cargo that we're trying to quote. And the rest would be the same. You complete the rest, the blanks, and you should be able to issue a certificate for that special project. In this case, I'm not going to do it. Let's close it out. I'm going to do it. Okay, so we went over by the quoting, issuing certificates, voiding cargo insurance, and applying for special projects. We would do another webinar, and we will cover the insurance portal. It's very, very interesting. We have a portal online that you can also access, and you can issue certificates and quotes, but we will do another webinar for that. One last thing that I wanted you to keep in mind on page 1, if you need to insure cargo, you have any questions, you can go to page 1 and click on this green button, insure cargo, right here. You will be able to you're going to be redirected to another website where you can schedule your training at no cost. In this website, you're going to see the schedule. You can select at any time at your convenience. Just fill in the blanks and confirm your booking, and you'll be able to have a training at no cost. Also, I wanted you to see our email so that you can contact us anytime, and our phone numbers so that you can call us if you rather call or email us with your inquiries. And let me remind you that the benefits of Magaya Insurance are great. You are not only protecting your customers of preventing large losses, but the most important thing is that you can increase the amount of money per shipment. You can maximize the time and revenue per shipment and send and receive documents very easily since the Magaya with the insurance are integrated. Thank you for your time. Alfred has already answered all the questions on the chat, and we will see you very soon.